Stop 15 on the Castrol GTX Cubs race brings us to Michigan Speedway for the running of the Heluva Good Sour Cream Dips 400. And on the pole, the Michigan King, Zed Weinstein, has won 3 times on this track. In fact, that's where he got his first win, too, if I recall, in Season 1. He, as the commands given to fire, the motors, Chris Martin and the 31s on the outside of Row 1, Keith Batson and Jasmine Acosta in Row 2. Row 3 has Adrian Becker and Michael Dawson. Row 4 has Rachel Williams and Ray Castor. Row 5, Jeremy Doobie and Aaron Williams. Row 6, Trent Dunham and Dougie Shears. Row 7 has Justin Acosta and Alexandra, I should say, excuse me. Justin Acosta and, Mike Doobie and Dalton Day have Row 8. Row 9 has Connor Britton and Seth Cohen. Row 10, Josh Osborne and Alexander Dawson. The field comes down for the green flag. Should be a great race here at Michigan. 20 laps around this track, and here we go. And it's a beautiful start here at Michigan in the Irish Hills. 3 wide already between Jeremy Doobie, Rachel Williams, and Ray Castor. And they start to fan out, much like we did in the first stretch at Pocono. Michigan always seems to provide some great racing. Keith Batson wasting no time in that 28. He wants that first win of the season. And he brings up Texaco Haviland Ford out front. Batson leads the first lap. First lap of the race, 190.799 miles an hour. And now we'll be hitting laps at well over 200 miles an hour on this track. Jeremy Doobie in the number 26 Quaker State Ford. He's to the lead now. And right behind him, Trent Dunham in the 24. Jeremy Doobie, in fact, is the defending champion of this race from Season 4. He looks for his second June Michigan win in a row. And under caution for the first time, Sasha Dawson in the 68. Poor Sasha, her luck here lately has not been not been well. Ooh, now I see why. The big one, it looked like it's happened. I want to see where it had started. It looked like the 43 of Mike Becker was the one who started the whole thing. Yeah, Mike Becker on a horrifying long slide down the backstretch at Michigan. I think this would be better. I think this would be better viewed from the far chase, and I think he might. I have a hunch. Yep, he got tapped by Alexander Dawson. Sent him into Aaron Williams. Lisa Shears hits him. Whew! What a drive! What driving there by Colin Cropley. He got up on the binders. Alex Tanker hits Sasha Dawson, and Lisa Shears, she spins. You ever wonder what a horrifying long slide feels like? Let's ride along with Mike Becker. Boy, he's not having a good season. He hasn't had a good season in the last couple seasons. I don't know what's going on with that team. On board with Mike Becker. And Mike Becker brings his car to the garage and says, "Screw this race." Nevertheless, Jeremy Doobie has the lead, and we will restart, I think, in one more lap. Trent Dunham is in second position. Third is Justin Acosta. Fourth is Keith Batson. And fifth right now is Seth Cole. We'll have a restart here on lap number 7 here at Michigan. And it's Jeremy Doobie, the defending champion of this race. Out in front, Trent Dunham in second position. Third, Justin Acosta, and here we go. Well, Jeremy Doobie got a great start on Trent Dunham. Seth Cole making it 3 wide. He's got the help from Connor Breton in the 18. Boy, Seth Cole's had a good car here the last few races here, and let's ride along with Seth Cole from the roof cam of the Valvoline Pontiac. Off into turn number 1 at 216 miles per hour. See how he does down the backstretch. He's got the drive off Trent Dunham's car. 213, 14, 15, 16, 217 in turn 1. And Trent Dunham goes into the lead on Jeremy Doobie. We are watching from Seth Cole's view. Seth Cole with the draft off Dunham's car as they go down the front stretch. But Keith Batson goes back around him in the second position now as Trent Dunham takes the number 24 DuPont Chevrolet to the lead. Keith Batson, the number 28 Texaco Haviland Ford with Roush Yates horsepower, goes in the second position. Trent Dunham relies on Hendrick Motorsports horsepower. Two of the best built engines in NASCAR racing. Seth Cole tries it. He makes a bonsai move. 3 wide and Seth Cole to the lead. What a move by Seth Cole in the 75 as he takes this Valvoline Pontiac to the lead. But look at Rachel Williams in the 27. She's a little racy here today as she goes in the third with the help of Jeremy Doobie and Ann Batson. Meantime, Ann's husband, Keith, is right there in second position and stalking Seth Cole as we have 10 laps left remaining in this race already. In what has been a very, very fast Heluva Good Sour Cream Dips 400 here at Michigan. Next race on the tour will be a wild and wacky road course race at Infineon Raceway in Sonoma, California. Jeremy Doobie in the second position. He's got the help from Ann Batson. Doobie to second, Batson to third. Ray Castor in the fourth position, going for second, 3 wide, and Ray Castor goes into second. And look at this, just a whole bunch of cars strewn all over the racetrack down the backstretch. And meantime, Keith Batson takes the number 28 Texaco Haviland Ford to the number 1 spot. Still looking for that first win. But Ray Castor, he's looking for his second of the season. He wants it. Jasmine Acosta, she won the last outing at Michigan in season 4. She wants 2 in a row on this track. I think they all got setup notes from Zed Weinstein. I don't know. 7 laps to go here at Michigan. Ray Castor getting a draft off of Keith Batson. 217 miles an hour off into turn number 1 on this track. Ray Castor takes the lead, but look at Jasmine Acosta. She's watching all this from the catbird seat. Dalton Day, where did Dalton Day come from in a 17? He's up the 4th. He's got Michael Dawson and Taylor Acosta shoving him, but Dawson in the 52, he wants to spot himself. He is running now in the 5th position. He's going for 4th. He's got Dougie Shear shoving him in the 99 car, and the 18 of Connor Breton and the 22 of Kathy Kantara. Everybody getting in this mix. Keith Batson, meanwhile, takes the lead back from Ray Castor. But look at Jasmine Acosta in that 6th car. A pair of Roush Yates motors in the 1st and 2nd positions now. 5 laps to go. Michael Dawson going for 2nd. Nothing doing. Jasmine shuts the door on him. And we're under yellow again. Ooh, our Pocono winner, Jack Richards, is smoking. I think if we get this race restarted, I think it's gonna be a 1-lap shootout if we get the race restarted, and I think we will. Oh, not a good situation. 4 wide into turn number 1. Let's look again. I have a hunch. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, John Acosta shoves Chris Martin, and then that sent Chris Martin into Jack Richards, who's just an innocent bystander in this crash. Basically, Acosta and Richards both with heavy damage, and I think enough to knock him out of the race. On board with Jack Richards in the 29. Yeah, no doubt that knocked him right out of the race, Jack Richards. Keith Batson has the lead here in the race, and I think we may be getting a one lap dash to checkered flag. We'll see if the pace car's lights are off this time by. Yes, they are. It'll be a green and white restart. It'll be a 1-lap dash to checkered flag here at Michigan. Will it be Keith Batson, Jasmine Acosta, Ray Castor, or any of them in victory lane today at Michigan? Keith Batson looking for his first win of the season. Jasmine Acosta looking for her first win. Ray Castor looking for his 2nd. Michael Dawson looking for his first win of the season, and so is Connor Breton. And if Connor wins, it'll be his first ever in this series. Let's see what happens here. The green and white flags are out. And here we go. 1 lap remaining at Michigan. Keith got a good start, but so did Jasmine. Into turn number 1, they go on the brake. Batson shuts the door on Acosta as they come down out of turn number 2. But Jasmine is right there out of turn number 2. Backstretch. 2 Fords drafting off one another. Jasmine tries to make a move. Here she comes inside of Keith Batson. Down to the 3rd and 4th turns they come. Here they come on the 4th corner. Keith Batson will hold Jasmine Acosta off. And Keith Batson wins the Heluva Good Sour Cream Dips at 400 at Michigan. Wow, what a race. Keith Batson and number 20 Texaco Haviland Ford gets his first win of the season. What a race. Jasmine Acosta held on for second, and I believe Dougie Shears might have gotten third. We'll see though. Check the finishing order. Average speed 118.574. No thanks to all those cautions. Keith Batson wins race. Jasmine Acosta second, and indeed Dougie Shears got third in this race. Then comes Connor Breton in fourth, fifth Kathy Cantara, sixth Michael Dawson, seventh Taylor Acosta, eighth Alexandra Jones, ninth Ray Castor, 10th Dalton Day, Justin Acosta, Ray Castor, Rachel Williams, Dylan Poteet, Mike Doobie, Jeremy Doobie in 16th, 17th Charles Jackson, 8th Zohar Munnan, 19th Adrian Becker, and 20th is Trent Dunham and Colin Cropley, 25th. He didn't need that at all. And just, boy, that's a surprise. Zed Weinstein down in 21st. He's usually good on this track. But Jack Richards with a header problem. That's what finally knocked him out of the race. Sasha Dawson bring up the rear in 36th. But anyway, Keith Batson, car 28 of Texaco Haviland Ford, to victory lane here at Michigan Speedway. And here's how the points are right now. Jeremy Doobie with the points lead by 58 over Ray Castor. Sasha Dawson third. Zed Weinstein fourth. Justin Acosta fifth, and Connor Breton, Alexandra Jones, Taylor Acosta, Dougie Shears, and Russ Batts in the top 10. Then Alexander Dawson 11th, Colin Cropley 12th in the points right now. Then Jasmine Acosta, Dylan Poteet, and Mike Doobie the top 15, with Zohar Munhan in the 20th position in the points right now. And then, unfortunately, Dalton Day down in 36th. Keith Batson's win, however, by the way, moved him up, I believe. He might be in the top 20. I don't know. Indeed, Keith Batson, the 16th in the points. That's where the win moved him up. So, race 16 will be next on tour Infineon Raceway for some road course action.